Hey guys, welcome back to Bright Night Tech. My name is Berto and today we are working on part 2 of my 3D printed double Daredevil cow project. Now last time we printed it, got them all prepped. Today we are going to paint them, get them done, yellow and red. But enough talk, let's get right into it. Alright, so last time we did the sanding, we got it ready to go. This time we're going to go ahead and do the painting. So I have a couple choices for the black lines. I could either use this black edding pen and paint it in just like I did this Red Hood mask, or I can spray it and tape it off like I did this old Daredevil mask. So it's a very thin part. So normally what I do is with the spray paint, I just spray it on there, tape it off, and then do the red. With the edding pen, I would have to go do the red and then paint it in. So a couple choices there. We're gonna try to figure out what the best way to do it is. Okay, let's start with the gray one. I got this gloss gray. We're gonna go ahead and spray it down. I don't have a gray edding pen, so that's why we are not going with that option, but we're just gonna color in where the lines, the accent lines are, and then tape it off. All right, here is the red one. We're gonna do the black. I opted to just do the spray paint because I think that might be the easiest way. I feel like I can mess up way more trying to color it in. All right, here we go. It started dripping, so I had to wipe it off, so don't mind that. And then we have the red one with the black lines right there. We're gonna let them dry and then get to work on them. Okay, all dry. I got it taped off, so a couple different ways to do it is I'm gonna tape this off. I got some X-Acto knives, and then I'm just gonna trim around it to try to get the best sharp edges. So we're gonna go ahead and tape that off. For the yellow one, I'm gonna try this method that I learned from my Venom mask, which is silly putty and filling in the spots just like this. My only concern is that I'm not gonna get the sharp lines that I would get with tape like this one. So let's see if it'll work. Okay, it didn't work. It kept falling off because it just wouldn't adhere to the helmet. So we pivoted and we're doing taping just like this. So this one I did all the taping by hand, so I ripped the tape by hand. This one I am going to use the X-Acto knife to cut around it. Okay, so two different taping methods. They both worked out. They look great. Yeah, not perfect. I'm definitely going to have to do some touch up, but we'll see how it goes once we get the paint on there. All right, for the red one, I got this claret wine red. We're going to spray it down. You definitely want to do a couple of different coats around it. Here we go. There's some spots that are a little rough, but that's okay. We'll do another coat later. Here is the yellow. Now, the yellow, you definitely want to do several coats because it goes on very thin. And so that is the only way to really get full coverage. So I would say probably 3 or 4 times, honestly. All right, gonna hit all around it like that. Okay, so I noticed a problem with the yellow is there are some weird little bubble spots. I'm gonna let this dry so you guys can see. Okay, so it dried and it even got more bubble spots. I don't know what this is. It wasn't like raining or anything, so it just, for some reason, it just wouldn't adhere. I even tried to spray it and it just would not cover it. And I have no idea why. Okay, so the red one looks okay. There's a little spots, but we're just gonna hit it with another coat and that should be fine. Okay, so for the yellow one, I went ahead and did some filler primer to try to cover up those weird bubble spots. And now we're gonna go ahead and sand it down, try to get it smooth, and then we will try to repaint it yellow. There you go, try to get it nice and shiny, and then we'll go ahead and hit it again with some yellow and hope for the best. But yeah, hopefully that fixed it. All right, here's the red ready to go. We fixed those little issues with a few more coats. Here's the back and the eyes. Here is the yellow, the back and the eyes, so definitely more coats on that. Here is the stand that I made. I got this red edding pen because it just seems way easier than taping off. It doesn't flow as great as the black one, and it might look a little streaky, but you know what? This is just a stand, so I am not stressing about it. Just like this. Okay, all done. A little streaky, but that's okay. It is going to just be the stand, so yeah. Okay, here is the red. Totally ready to go. Let's go ahead and peel this off to reveal the black accent marks. And like I said, you know, with this one and the yellow one, we're definitely going to need to do some touch-ups, but this is just to get the majority of the lines done. Just like that. Perfect. Looks pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. All right, here's the yellow one. Reveal that gray. Now for the gray, I am going to have to spray some gray paint in a little cup and then use a little brush to fix whatever I need to fix, because the yellow ones seem to bleed through the tape a little more. But other than that, you know what? Doesn't look too bad. We're gonna go ahead and fix it, and it should be good to go. All right, here is the red. Looks good. We got a couple spots there, but like I said, we'll fix that. And it looks, you know, pretty much perfect to me. It's not perfect, but I love it. And it's pretty much ready to go. Let's get those eyes in. All right, so I dropped it. I didn't film it right after it happened because I was actually really upset. But it fell down and it had this really bad split line. I had to plastic weld it back and then do filler primer and then sand it out. But yeah, that was really upsetting and I was angry. Now let's go ahead and paint it and try to fix it. Okay, I think it worked. I don't think you can really see the line, which is great. And that added like 2 days to this project, so yeah. All right, here we go. We got the plastic eyes. This is a red gel filter for lighting that I got that I just cut into the shape of a lens. There's probably a way better way to do this, but this is just the way I'm doing it. It actually takes a lot longer, so if you have a better method, use that. We're gonna put some super glue and then just place the little eyepiece just like that. I'm not doing magnets because there's no reason to put them in and out, you know? There you go. Put that in this spot, leave it alone, and let it dry. All right, here are the red ones. Now, this is the next day, so I'm gonna take out the lenses and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I did the yellow one, it ended up getting this really hazy white stuff on it from the super glue fumes. Just being anywhere near it, plastic will do that. So we are just gonna super glue the eyes like that and then do the lenses later. Okay, these guys are pretty much ready to go, so only thing left to do is the glamour shots. And there you have it. I am super happy with the way these came out and just in time for the new Daredevil Born Again show. And speaking of that, next video we are going to work on the Daredevil Born Again cowl, the textured one, because we can't do all of these without doing that one. But let me know if you guys have made this file yourselves. They are from Do3D, and thanks for watching. If you have any questions, go ahead and put in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button for notifications, and we will see you next time.